Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Swampy Comics. I'm Swampy, and this is another episode of Weekly Poll Previews where we're going to be going through the comics I'm going to be picking up this week, September 24th, 2025. And we see what the first one is, so let's get right into it. We got Absolute Wonder Woman number 12 coming up by writer Kelly Thompson, with art by Hayden Sherman, colors by Jordi Belair, and letters by Becca Carey. And this issue, I believe, we're kind of getting to the conclusion of, or at least the penultimate issue of the Maze storyline that Diana's been in, and it's been a doozy and a good one. I've really enjoyed this. It's one of the best books on the shelves right now, without a doubt. Um, I, you know, yeah, I'm not. It's not fair to spoil something that I saw in solicitations. I almost did, but I'm very excited, or not even. It was more of a leak or a preview. I don't know. I don't know which one that is, but I'm not going to spoil it. But we get the debut of an absolute character in this issue that I'm really excited about it because they are one of my favorite mainline DC characters. So I'm really excited to see the absolute version of them and what they're all about. But other than that, I'm really excited to see how Diana and Ferdinand end up getting out of this maze and dealing with Clea. She's already met this other Amazon named Io, and hopefully we get to see more from her. I think Diana is the kind of spirit that can incite a rebellion amongst those who have been kind of discarded and lost within the maze. We saw that there was a community of people like that, so it'd be really cool to see a big rebellion. But I guess we'll see Wednesday. Let's move on to the next comic. Up next, we got Detective Comics number 1101. This is by writer Tom Taylor with art by Mikhail Janin. Um, or maybe it's Mikhail Yanin. Either way, sorry if I messed that up. But yeah, this is the first Detective Comics that's going to be out after Chip Zdarsky's. Oh, sorry, not Chip Zdarsky. I always get him and Matt Fraction mixed up because I just read this Matt Fraction promo zine that had an interview with, or see, I just did it again. The Chip Zdarsky promo zine that had an interview with Matt Fraction in it, and ever since I read that, my brain has been screwy. But this is the first Detective Comics after the new Matt Fraction run has started, and I'm really excited to get into all things Batman this era. It's nice to kind of have a clean place to jump off of. I stayed away from Batman when I got back into comics earlier this year, and it seems like I wisely did so since I would have been dangling with the plot threads of Hush 2. So yeah, I'm really excited to get on board with Detective Comics. I've really been enjoying Action Comics as a supplement to my Superman reading, so I'm hoping to get the same fulfilling experience from Detective Comics. But we'll see Wednesday. Next up, we got Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe number 3. This is by writer Jerry Duggan with art by Paco Medina and as well as Javier Garron. Um, and yeah, those are the credits here. But yeah, I'm really having a lot of fun with this silly, um, popcorny dessert kind of comic reading that this little short series has been providing. In issue 3 here, we really get to see the X-Men. I mean, they were introduced last issue, as well as I mean, it's kind of a lie having Cyclops on the front cover here, considering what happened to him last issue. But nonetheless, I'm really excited to see how the X-Men probably fail against old Gojira here. This has been a fun one. I'm going to continue going through to the end of it. I love this kind of stuff. Anytime Marvel wants somebody to destroy their universe or fight everybody, I'm there. I'm totally there. So next up, we got Green Lantern number 27. This is by writer Jeremy Adams, with art by Zermanico, colors by Romulo Fiardo Jr., and letters by David Sharp. Um, this is the Starbreaker Supremacy Part 5. And I do believe this is the end of the Starbreaker supremacy. Wrapping up this storyline that has felt a little rushed at points, but I mean, I've really still been enjoying it. There was one little issue that I felt was a dip, but then that was totally redeemed by the last issue. And I really can't wait to see how things conclude, especially with the reveal at the end of last issue that Kelly's gauntlet is in fact either made or created or belongs to Krona, and Krona will be returning to Green Lantern Comics. I'm excited. I think it's going to be very healthy for the Green Lantern universe to have a big bad, as powerful and as storied as Krona back in the mythos. So yeah, I can't wait to see the fight on Oa this issue. This is going to be a killer conclusion, I think. Up next, ooh, I'm very excited for this issue. Um, this is Justice League Unlimited number 11 by writer Mark Waid, who's killing it on pretty much every title he's touching this year. Art by Carmine Di Jimmy. Oh man, I've been practicing this one. Carmine Di Giandomenico. Boom. Uh, colors by Tamra Bonvillain and letters by Ariana Mar. I've really um, confession time. Justice League Unlimited is my first Justice League. This is my first time foraying with this group for any extended period of time, and I am loving it. I've been loving this whole series. I really liked We Are Yesterday and how it was a really cool timey-wimey story that didn't affect too much, but affected other things enough to keep things carrying on with little waves and repercussions from it. I thought it was really well done. And after that, we've been kind of dealing with what the hell's going on with all this Omega energy that's cracking into our universe. And man, it's all culminating up to here, the prelude to DCKO. Let's see, I got to move to this side. As you can see, I'm very excited by DCKO. Got the poster on my wall. I'm really hoping this event lives up to the hype, and I can't wait to see what kind of parademon shenanigans we get into here. This is gonna be awesome. I'm super hyped. I'm super stoked. We are off to the races with this issue, folks. Next up, we got Mr. Terrific Year One. It looks like I'm missing one in here. I shouldn't be. Did I put it under T? There it is. All right, good. Well, you got a preview of what we're going to talk about, but I had to make sure that everything was in here. But here we go. Mr. Terrific Year One. This is by writer Al Letson with art by Valentine Delandro and art and color by Edwin Galmon, and with colors for Valentine by Marissa Louise. I've been digging this Mr. Terrific Year One. This is a perfect time to drop it. You know, on the heels, on the feet of the summer of Superman and that movie and everything that's coming out around it. This just adds to that hype that the DC universe is in a really cool place. Mr. Terrific is solidifying himself, I think, with this series, and as well as his appearances in so many others this year, as kind of like the one of the number one guys in the Justice League, and I'm here for it. The character's so cool. Learning about his past and what he stands for through this comic has been great. And getting a retelling of his history, which I knew very little of, but basically just the tiny bit of the Spectre part, is has been really cool. And we get him joining up with Black Lightning here, on Jefferson Pierce, and I'm hyped. I really enjoyed the Black Lightning miniseries from earlier this year as well. So, yeah, two badass guys doing badass stuff in this issue. I'm here for it, and I kind of wish this Mister. I mean, it is year one, so I'm glad it's only a mini, but I'm hoping we get a straight Mister Terrific book sometime soon after this. I would love to just be adventuring more with this guy. He's so cool. All right. Next up, new history of the DC universe, number 3. Um, you know, Not much to say here. I've been enjoying this. If you're into this kind of canonization of things with your comics, and this is right up your alley. If you hate that, then don't even bother picking something like this up. This again is by Mark Waid with art by Doug Mankey, pencils by Dan Jurgens, inks by Norm Rapmund, colors by John Calise and Dave Barron. And yeah, this just continues with Barry Allen chronicling the history of the DC universe. It looks like with this issue, we are getting into the 90s and beyond. I'm guessing we'll kind of, this book will end right before Flashpoint. So the fourth one will be kind of the new 52 era up until now. That's my prediction. But we shall see. This is cool. Yep. Be fun to look over. Excited to check it out. Next up, a doozy. We got Skinbreaker #1. This is by Robert Kirkman, the new book from Robert Kirkman, with art by David Finch, colors by Annalisa Leone, and letters by Russ Wooten. And I'm absolutely hyped for this. It's a new Robert Kirkman. I haven't been able to get in on the ground floor of Kirkman's stuff before, and fantasy is really my jam. So I'm hyped, really hyped for this. I mean, if this is good, we're on the cusp of our next really cool comic book based property here. And if not, it'll most likely be a pretty fun distraction from, the normal superhero fare. There's not a lot of sword and sorcery books nowadays. So this is on top of being Kirkman, this is just a breath of fresh air. I'm hyped. This will be fun. Next up, we got Superman 30, also on the heels of DC KO. We got the Legion of Darkseid #3 in this issue, and this is by writer Joshua Williamson with art by Dan Mora, colors by Alejandro Sanchez, and letters by Ariana Mar. Pebble behind me. You meowing at me, Pebble? Pebble's trying to say hi, everybody. But yeah, Superman issue 30. Oh my gosh, I'm hyped. This has been one of the best series of the year. I'm a Superman guy. Is this going to be our last issue with Summer of Superman at the top? Is it almost over? Don't say it's so. Oh God. But anyway, we got Superman out in the future after betrayal at the hands of Superboy Prime. With him joining the Legion of Darkseid, it looks like it's up to Supes and Booster Gold to get themselves out of this predicament. Poor Booster is haggard here. He's been erased from time, so Superman doesn't even remember him. But yeah, they got quite a fight on their hands, and I really can't wait to see how this leads into DCKO. This is gonna be good. Oh, DC fans, we're eating good this week. We're eating good this week. Let me tell you something. Next up, we got Superman Unlimited. More Superman on the plate. This is Superman Unlimited #5 by writer Dan Slott, with art by Rafael Albuquerque, colors by Marcello Maialo, and letters by Dave Sharp. Here we go. We have Superman finally kind of looks like he's gutsing up. I mean, I hate to say that about the guy, but I also wouldn't want to go to a kingdom made out of airborne cyanide. So I get him not wanting to go to El Caldero, the kingdom of kryptonite, so to speak. And yeah, I don't know. This has been maybe the least underwhelming of all the Superman books I've read this year. Besides Book of L, because I'm just out of the loop of that one, and that one is definitely a sequel and a run up. So it's kind of its own category, but nonetheless, Superman Unlimited's been fun, and yeah, I just can't wait to see where we go with these kind of more wacky out there adventures, but still with a nice serious edge. Um, yeah, I also wonder when all this stuff takes place. In the continuity, it's not that important because a lot of the more recent events have happened really fast. So, but yeah, I don't know. This is a fun book. I'm gonna keep buying it. It's good. It's fine. Good stuff. But next up, let's talk about a beyond good book. My goodness, we got The Mortal Thor. This is written by Al Ewing with art by Pasquale Ferry, and should be noted cover art again by Alex Ross. And yeah, we have our buddy Thor, aka Sigurd Jarlsson, kind of behaving like a normal construction worker on the streets of New York City. He had a run in with some union busting types and had their goons, and the goons of the people doing the union busting were set upon our hero here, and he beat the shit out of them last issue. It was way more violent and bloody than I anticipated. This is kind of my first foray into buying Thor comics, so I mean, we're off to a great start. I was superbly impressed. I think it was my pick of the week that week. If not, it was very, very close because I thought that first issue was a perfect first issue. And I can't say that enough. I really do. And I'm really hoping we keep it going here. I mean, Al Ewing hasn't let me down this year, but that's mainly because I haven't read all new Venom. Waka waka. But anyway, yeah, the Mortal Thor, hyped for it. This is good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Next up, we got The Thing #5, bringing one of my favorite miniseries of the year to a close. It looks like we're gonna have the Thing going straight up against the Kingpin in this one after battling all across New York City, trying to protect a little girl from the forces of the Kingpin. Ben Grimm is at his journey's end for this series, and I hope it ends in some clobbering. That's all I have to say. I've loved this so far, and I doubt the end is going to disappoint. So, again, another highly anticipated book this week. And last but not least, we got The Vision and Scarlet Witch #5. This is by writer Steve Orlando with art by Jacopo Camagni. And yeah, I've really been enjoying this Vision and Scarlet Witch series. I'm going to read through the issues again because this is one of those ones that I've had to research some of the stuff in continuity to kind of find my feet with what was going on, and that's okay. Marvel does a really good job of making very very storied histories all matter. Just gets a little confusing as a new reader sometimes, but pretty easy to figure out. Now that I have all the context, I want to read through this series again. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow night in anticipation for this coming out Wednesday. I'm recording this on a Monday. So, yeah, The Vision and Scarlet Witch. Excited to bring it to a close. Excited to read a comic with Gargantos, aka Shumagorath. This should be pretty effing cool with, again, some more killer art. I mean, the art has been really standout, like top Marvel style art all throughout this series. Yeah, if you're a fan of either of these two characters, I mean, pick this up. Don't miss out. But anyway, that's the comics I'll be picking up this week. So I'd love to hear what any of you would be picking up. Throw that in the comments. Give a like and subscribe if you can. And stay tuned for the Guy Gardner tier list on all these books later this week. Until then, thanks for watching, and yeah, keep reading.